Just let us know when the actual Twitch starts.
Yeah, there we go.
Are we going? That was quick.
Yeah.
Usually kind of takes a bit.
Alright,
let me... Make some...
Are you gonna post it, or...?
Yeah.
Alright.
And there we go.
Oh, let's see. Ah, damn. I'm gonna post this in the Discord.
And Adam's Discord should update in like a few minutes. It usually takes a little bit for some reason.
I'm hoping I can get my allergy attack over with before the things really start.
Thankfully we got that. Thankfully we got that all out of the way. Hey Cinder, we got that all out of the way on Sunday, cause or not Sunday, Monday, cause yeah, having a pine allergy during Christmas season is a pain in the ass.
Oh jeez, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right.
The night before Boxing Day. I mean, there is a ring, but
it's like Boxing Day is close enough to Wrestling Day.
Yeah, I mean, it's shaped like a box.
It's a squared circle. Sadly, I didn't really download any like Christmas themed rings or anything for tonight, so we'll be kind of stuck with whatever we've got. Then again, we're doing Fire Promoter for the first half, so that doesn't even matter anyways.
Yeah, there's that.
Okay, yeah, there's the bot. Cool. Alright. Welcome, everyone, to the second, technically third, episode of Fire Promoter. We got a show to put on tonight. It's going to be the last show before we decide who our champion's going to be. But we got to get a guest going, because we're going to keep a couple people on the sidelines, because they're not feeling too good.
Yeah, they got the winter flu.
I think it's specific. They got the DDP flu. Yeah, it's specifically Crowbar we're going to keep on the side, because his condition's only normal. We're going to keep the Bloody on the side, because her condition's kind of normal too, and Shark Boy, who is thankfully still alive.
Yeah, after that, jeez.
Did we actually? Okay, it doesn't show in there. But last week we did bring on a couple folks as guests. Just to kind of look it up here.
Drum roll, please.
But we are going to hire one more person. Last week we hired Nyla Rose. We didn't hire them. We brought them on as special guests. We brought Nyla Rose, and we got Jack Gallagher, the gentleman himself. And
is Nyla Rose only 23?
Yeah, she's very young.
What the hell?
It's even weirder, like thinking about that one Stardom wrestler who retired officially today, who is only 22.
Jeez. Really
but has been wrestling for like 6 years.
I suppose that's a good to go. It's just weird to like look at these people that could easily tear me apart, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm like several years older than them.
So we actually did think about one last night to bring along, and we're gonna bring back Death Yamasan. Actually, wait, let me see if somebody's a specific person is here.
I like how I spotted another Asuka there.
Yeah, that might be regular Asuka. Yep, that's just regular Asuka.
Regular finger quotes.
Okay, yeah. He's not in here, sadly. So yeah, we're gonna bring on Death Yamasan. And they're good. Well, hopefully they stick with us. Kind of wish there was a way to be like, hey, if we pay you like a little bit extra, will you guarantee come to the show?
I feel like the wrestling business is like that'd be too unrealistic.
Going Takashi Nakamura. Actually, wait, who do we have for? Okay, yeah. So
Yeah. Sorry.
The other advantage to doing this one episode at a time is we actually kind of wrote down a match card ahead of time too.
Oh yeah.
So we have everybody planned out. So our opening contest is going to be the chairman of the board, L.A. Park, taking on Death Yamasan.
That's pretty good. Also, he said chairman of the board for a split second. I thought you meant chairperson from Project Justice.
I mean, we could port her. Now that we've like gotten our PC version of Fire Pro working again, we can port her. The second contest is going to be Marika Yoshida, Murderer of Legs, taking on Chris Brooks, Murderer of Sharks.
Well, yeah, I mean, he did break one's neck.
And then we got our first guest match of the night, or second guest match of the night. I almost forgot about Death Yamasan. It's going to be Jayla Dark taking on Jack Gallagher.
Our favorite Giant Bomb member.
He hasn't murdered any real sharks, but he did kind of like nearly hospitalized Shark Boy last episode, so he criticaled him, which is tantamount to murder in this game.
For a second there, I was worried that you would say real life next.
Oh God, I hope not.
Yeah. Really.
So next up, Asuka was kind of denied a match last episode because Salmon Soup Mark Henry canceled on us.
Already, chocolate dropped out of the event.
So we're gonna give her a proper opponent in the returning Dalton Castle. Our third and final guest match of the night, we're gonna have the Wild Child Jody Threat, who's got a slightly updated moveset now, taking on Nyla Rose in certifiably a match of our dreams.
Yeah. And also a matchup starring a person that actually noticed Sasha's edit of her.
Yeah, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, in fact, her response was cool.
Next up, we got the Eater of Titles, Luke Harper. I'm going to have to explain that joke at some point. Taking on the Eater of Meat, Chris Wolf.
And with that nickname, I'm going to avoid a very obvious joke there.
Well, she probably especially likes butt meat.
Yeah.
Eater of Titties. That's not good.
You're not supposed to do that.
And then a match that could have ramifications for the title scene, we got Yoshitatsu, currently the man in basically in the league with 99% overall matches and 2 wins, no losses. Yoshitatsu. He could be the champion of champions, just like he was in WWE 12. But he's got to take on the world's greatest referee, Paul London.
Good old Paul London.
And our main event contest for the evening, as foretold to us by the game last week, it's going to be Maki Ito, who's working a little bit hurt because of Marika Yoshida. She's working hurt because of herself. That's not good. Taking on Dash Chisako.
I was just thinking, like, just like, imagine a really dedicated fan of our stream just going to a convention where Paul London's hanging out and they're like, man, I loved your referee work.
And he'd probably go along with it too, which is the craziest part.
Yeah, I've seen that picture of him and Daniel Bryan in like what looks like a college dorm.
Okay, we gotta fix all the matches so they're all Okay, got no DQ. Oh, good, it actually kept our, like, match settings from last week, too. That's great, actually.
Yeah, it's convenient.
That one has to be fixed because we accidentally left it at 100%. Just double checking.
You can change those post booking, but
yeah, but it's still just nice to have it all figured out.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Paul Lennon always genuinely seemed like a real cool dude.
Yeah.
Even if we goof on him a lot.
I only know a little of him, but basically the whole referee stuff was one of the times I was at Sasha's. We did a guest referee match, and whichever SmackDown game had the Dillinger Escape playing song in it.
That was 2006.
Okay, because it's a way easier title to remember. And yeah, we basically just like made him the referee, and from what I remember, Sasha was just like using him to fight two of them. And the announcer was like, "This referee isn't doing his job."
But that's just kind of how special referee matches in wrestling games end up after a while.
Yeah.
That being said, let's get going. Second episode. Hopefully no. Oh no, Jack Gallagher canceled. That's not gentlemanly at all. But this might balance out the crowd loss.
Yeah. That picture, I keep thinking the dude on the left has like a Goro-style ponytail.
Oh yeah, now we see it.
Yeah.
Alright, hopefully Jack Gallagher canceling didn't eat into things too much. Okay, not as bad as last week. But again, it's probably just... Right. Yeah, that's not too bad of a cut. Then again, we did the grudge match, so according to the game at least it brought out a bigger crowd. Which is good, because Maki Ito could play spoiler to Dash Chisako's still perfect record thus far, though. Saying perfect record is weird when we've only had 2 shows. We'll just wait for Melly to get back, and then we'll get things going. Just kind of double. That.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's no problem. We're about to get ready for the first match. LA Park taking on Death Yamasan. I think we might actually hire her after this show, depending upon what happens.
Well, the way I work as a wrestling manager is I would have taken one look at her, I'm like, alright, you're on.
That's fair. That's fair. We'll have to actually like show you a picture of her proper later, unless you've already seen one.
I feel like I might have. As he's fighting the rude skeleton, as he's come to be known now.
This rude skeleton man.
I will say one thing that the I saw on a clip of him, like an actual match that the games so far haven't emulated, is that when he's doing his famous dance, he's just like constantly going, woo, woo, woo. like, each step.
I mean, if this game had that, I wonder if you'd be able to do like taunts and stuff with Move Creator too. Now that we think about it,
that would be really cool. I wonder if it's gonna be like something similar, like you know how you can make like your own moves in like Tony Hawk Underground,
like the weird like timeline thing.
Yeah, like presets and all that stuff, so that it's like you're not really making the animations. I kind of wonder if it's that, or if we're just gonna see a whole lot of like Fighter Maker 2 stuff happening here. And I really
we'd accept either, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if we get like the WWE creative finisher style, we'll be able to make moves that are just like 9 consecutive low blows and a pin. We call that the Tai Chi special.
My friend actually did that. I think he still has footage of it somewhere. Back in WWE 2K10, I believe.
Bring back Dan Hibiki's move from VGCW, the ultimate taunt. It's just him doing every possible, like, transitional move possible and then an eye poke.
Oh man, I cannot wait for spring 2020. Especially since it's free.
Well, hopefully spring 2020.
Yeah. Hopefully still free.
Well, I think they're going to hold to that. It's just the notion of like Fire Pro's development has always been kind of constant delays, sadly.
It's because people like go in and out more than like a really busy grocery store, like, from what I heard. So I think like every 20 minutes they have like a whole new team of people. It's like,
well, I don't think it's that quick, but like the only consistent person there, it sounds like it has been Director Matsumoto.
yeah. I'll say though, like I hope there's not more DLC like entrance crap, because I'm to be honest, I still don't know why we had to pay for that one.
Yeah, that's still the weird one, I think. I mean, it's a good, solid DLC, but it's just like, man, did it need to be $20?
Did it have to be anything, really? I mean, it adds like 2 features, both of which are very minor. But it's weird too, because Fire Pro Returns had the logo thing already. Like, that's the weird part to me, but... Anyway,
Death Yamasan going for the single-leg Boston Crab. Not strong this time, though.
Death versus Death with a chair.
I mean, Death Yamasan could probably wield a chair, too. Just probably not in quite the same way as L.A. Park.
I wish both of these people would start doing the Parka dance, honestly.
Gotta watch more Death Yamasan matches.
I mean, Asuka wore like a Blue World Order shirt. Anything's possible.
It's true.
Also, it's interesting,
Big jump.
like, speaking of returns, it's interesting how much, like, you know, some of the different, like, palettes used with these edits make them look like they came out of the PS2 game.
Yeah, kinda, like Death Yamasan here, even.
Yeah, yeah. Like, Laparka looks new, but she looks, like, a bit older, in a way. Not that I'm saying it's bad, it's just really interesting.
It's gotta be the weird, like, specular stuff.
Yeah. Especially just, like, the blacks being, like, more of a really, really dark gray, you know?
Just going to town on her neck there.
Yeah. Wow. I really hate
beautiful
necks.
sequence.
Yeah, jeez. He knows talent when he sees it.
Slight botch there from LA Park, I think.
Yeah, that was that was the run-up attack without being able to do run-up attacks. Which
The weirdest thing is, I think he is capable of doing it.
Oh, so
it just didn't work.
Yeah. He just forgot how.
These two are really going at it.
Yeah, it's pretty back and forth.
Oh, Death Yamasan's getting a little tired.
She's not as rude as the skeleton over there. Oh wait, no, that wasn't his name. I remember what the original post was now.
What's that?
His name was Disrespectful Skeleton. But like...
Whoa! Yeah, okay, that's fair. After a move like that, good lord.
Now that, you know, I hear finishing moves being like, you know, they don't really finish all the time. It's like, yeah, that one was definitely a finisher. Even if it's not like his finisher, but you know.
Only 73% though.
Yeah, seriously, like, what is it? What does this audience want? We got the crowd that's like, "Where's Triple H?"
Oh, I hope not. I hope this crowd still isn't like really, really mad about like Jack Gallagher not being here. Might be the ref too, because like there's that weird thing where the ref changes the audience's opinion of a match too.
Well, that has to do with the venue too, from what I remember. So I think like most venues just do not like hardcore matches.
We can always change their minds. But for now, we got some good old-fashioned catches. We got some Brit Rest taking on some very technical wrestling.
Yeah, we got the actual inspiration for Black Widow from Slam Masters, I'm sure, not the one that everybody keeps saying it is, but...
What does everyone keep saying it is? Because, like, how can you look at Mark Yosha and go, nah?
You're right. That is, interesting, design on the other guy there, now that I'm looking at it a bit more.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be like an arm sling kind of deal.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of, there's that one costume set that Claudio has in Tekken 7, with the weird, like, leather thing he's got going on. It kind of reminds me of the upper half of that costume.
I can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Also, God, that outfit.
I have no idea why he has that.
That seems like a Dragunov outfit. But it's a Claudio outfit. It makes no sense.
I think Lee had something similar in Tag 2. There's somebody on that staff.
With a beautiful armbar.
Damn, yeah.
Mark Yoshida, as always, is going straight for the body parts, no remorse.
This guy's gonna be missing both of his arms somehow at the end of this match.
Hopefully Chris Brooks doesn't kill her again.
The Firebird can easily do that too, just have like a hidden edit where like all of a sudden he has no arms. And that's why this game is great.
Yeah, you're right, we could.
Yeah, in fact, a friend of mine, she was in the previous Meld match, I think.
I gotta talk about Ghosty and Naito.
Yeah, where like he got critical and then she just made him a ghost.
I mean, if we did that for everybody on this roster, they'd probably all be ghosts by the end of it. Then you hit like a Sims game over state.
In Melly Fed, it would probably just be Alco versus a whole bunch of ghosts.
I'm pretty sure that's the plot of Melty Blood.
I can believe it.
Oh, Chris Brooks turning the armor offense back on her.
Oh yeah, lots of arms being.
That's a movie. That's a movie killed Shark Boy with.
Is he gonna add spiders to his list now?
Chris Brooks has a grudge against all animals. Chris Wolf had better watch out.
God, now I want to imagine what he'll do to Spider-Man now.
Still only 2 count. We're still at it.
But yeah, what's up with Melvin Bash? I'm gonna have to make those 2.
Who are you talking about specifically?
Batman, Spider-Man.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You'll probably find a good, like, Batman edit as just a base and then work off of that.
His moveset has to be all fumbling around like a goofball.
But if you do it in quite the same way as, like, the animation.
Well, with that Movecraft DLC, we might be able to do it.
Oh, you're right.
He just has a taunt where he just starts to fit and his arm falls off for no reason. Maybe I should just go and leap right here.
Listen, now we're really getting into the technical wrestling.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very distinct matches with this federation, I must say.
Oops, still only 2 count.
Just want to make him Simon throws drop kick sold at every strike. I mean, we might be able to do that soon.
You talking about the one in the corner where they just slowly walk out, or...?
Like, yeah, there's so many ideas. It was
Super
probably
kick.
most of my... Oh, yeah.
This incredibly complex, like bar.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, the corner to center one that sends them flying, yeah, where they just, like, soar across the ring, like, all of a sudden it's like Kaneko Man. I think it was last year's Melvin Bash where we saw that for the first time and we were all just like, wait, what the fuck?
Okay, imagine being able to apply, like, the one Kaneko Buster, like, stuff to any move. You could make more accurate Kanekomon characters.
Man. Honestly, most of my craft will probably be like 99% taunts.
That's fair. I'm still gonna make the Panama Sunrise, which is just a top rope Canadian destroyer.
Somebody out there is going to port every single Aki taunt. I can feel it.
Surprised it hasn't already been done with mods.
Yeah, we did have Rugal's God Pressure super imported into this game somehow. So. Or Gigantic I can never remember what that move's called.
Oh! Beautiful pile driver.
Damn. Pick him up.
He's going for the arms. For the slinged arms of Chris Brooks.
I think his arm is really broken. Her leg might be up now.
Well, we're real close to the ropes.
Yeah, like I see, like pulled him closer to the ropes.
Tiny voice sent on. Oh no! The Shark Killer! Not following up the pin though.
Now you went a completely different direction there.
trying for the roll-up, but it's way too damn close to the ropes.
I wish there was an AI setting for that, honestly.
Or just like a... Just this... Wait, we go over the pin. Marky Yoshida wins.
Damn.
But yeah, just like a AI thing that's like ring awareness or something.
Yeah, I think the problem is, like, I notice a lot of it is due to the priority attacks, where they're just like, they do their finisher and then they just immediately pin. It's like
100% of a match.
I can agree with that. Yeah, like, a lot of it's just like, a lot of people have like that priority. It's like, they do their finisher, then they pin, and it's like, there's no really indicator of like where they're actually at. So.
Alright, so next up, the Party Peacock, Dalton Castle, takes on Asuka. Dalton Castle, he was on excursion last episode, I think. On the second show. So hopefully he'll be doing a little better this week.
I've heard reports that like wrestlers go missing sometimes when you
that
use
can,
that. Like...
Yeah, that can apparently happen, but like very, very rarely.
Yeah. Just say I'm still unaware of what expeditions do. Like, I think we theorized it was popularity, but
I think it's like a little bit of like popular in other regions and a little bit of like stat boosts.
That would make the most sense. Also, man, I never realized how surprisingly easy it is to have the illusion of like fishnets if you just make the parts a little bit darker.
If you kind of make them like or if you take the skin colors and you make them darker, like boom, you've got sort of kind of fishnets.
Yeah, worked with Hanzo from Samurai Showdown, weirdly enough, to the point where I didn't even notice. It's like, oh yeah, like fishnets aren't a thing in this game. I mean, they kind of are over the startup pack now, but
we also kind of use Miyagi's tights, because they have kind of sort of a fishnet pattern to them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's funny, like, I wasn't really interested in most of the parts that came with, like, DLC, I mean, moves aside, like, a lot of the appearance parts were just, like, way too specific for me. The Stardom DLC adds a lot of really good ones, it turns out.
Like, some of them are still pretty specific, but, like, a lot more malleable.
Yeah, they're a lot more versatile than just, like, here's a slightly different hat, you know?
To be fair, Naito's hat is pretty good. Because it's like one of the only proper baseball caps in the game, but it's also kind of small at times.
I just remember it having that weird, like, HD style, you know? But, you know, all these DLCs kind of do. Also, I'm not sure, but I think this might be the Asuka I use for, to base her moveset on in, WF No Mercy.
Huh. Like this specific one? Might be the same creator, who knows? I have to double check later.
Because it had, like, the choke slams and all that stuff. Then again, that might just be, like, a definite part of her moveset.
Could also be somebody ported the PC one, too.
That is true. I still gotta port it over the Arena one, which I was actually in the process of doing before I got distracted. But I have a couple of ideas for that one to add onto it, if you're okay with that.
Oh yeah, we're fine with that. Are you talking like appearance-wise or moveset-wise?
Just a couple of the moves, because there was one part where he was talking about a band that had the song Giri Giri Chop, and there's just a sample where the music stops and he goes, Giri Giri Chop! And I just want to use that for a move now.
Understandable. We also gotta give him like a Liger bomb in there just for the Liger reference he makes in one of the episodes.
Yeah. There's also, I wanted to reference the fact that he really likes Shiva by just giving him like a double foot stomp move.
That's fair.
I'm so happy that out of all those characters, it's like, I'm gonna go with Shiva.
Shiva got a raw deal.
Yeah.
Back and forth headlocks there.
Yeah, they're bullying each other.
This match is just going to be a lot of back and forth bullying, honestly.
Yeah.
Given, like, both of their wrestling styles.
I don't know much about Asuka's fighting style. I just know that she dodges moves, like, incredibly weirdly, and it's great.
Asuka's got a very, like... It's hard to describe, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's very eclectic.
She feels like a very cool creative character, if that makes any sense.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll go for the slaps.
Takedowns. There are like so many Tekken characters that could use that takedown move and it would be accurate.
Well, you're right.
Because that just kind of became like a sort of universal thing after a while, but not like everybody has it. I know like Kazuya and Master Raven in particular have like one where you can just do a takedown immediately, not to run at them.
I feel like Asuka Kazama has one, and speaking of Asuka, she's going for those knees again.
Yeah, this is just two people bullying each other for their wrestling money.
Then again, Asuka's got a right to be pissed considering she missed a match last week.
Yeah, she's got that going for her. I'm just imagining like a character in this world that just has such rot luck that every single match they get booked, the other person cancels.
God, could you imagine?
You're fine. They still haven't gotten a match.
Well, we've been trying to avoid that.
Yeah. Point. As Joey Salzo put it, the Hudan Conrada. Oh my god, I gotta make all the Anarchy Rule Seeker characters in this too. That's another.
We have made Booger.
Yeah, but it's like Helium Monster and the Kid aren't there yet. Neither is Gabe Sapolsky.
Codebreaker. I've yet to see Dalton Castle do the bangarang.
He's showing off there.
2 count.
See, I'm actually unfamiliar with Dalton Castle, so at first glance I thought this was just Rick Rude, to be honest with you.
Well, you haven't seen Bobby Roode. Oh, sorry, Robert Roode. That man is nowadays, he's just Rick Rude again. And speaking of Rude, that...
Yeah, seriously. Dalton, what the hell's with you? And I just noticed his hair is like 2 hairs. He's got short hair on top of his long hair, but it works because it's fire breath.
If you color things right, everything works.
Yeah. But for ponytails, I'll have to combine like 4 hairstyles together most of the time.
Super kick. Is it night?
Thank you. I'm surprised at how, like, how these two fighting styles, like, really do kind of work together.
Yeah. Hopefully it translates well to a good match percentage, though.
I know, her reaction doesn't fill me too much confidence.
Well, so that reminds us we got a 92.
Alright, that's good.
Just gonna write this down. Alright, next up, Jody Threat taking on Nyla Rose. Who I think has also seen an edit of her on, she's seen Ramona's edit specifically.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the famous on Twitter match.
Oh my god, yeah. This is almost like you versus Ramona, really.
Might as well be. By the way, is everything going okay from an audio side? Because I'm worried that the music might come in a little too loud.
Let me see. Say something again?
We're very proud of the Jody Thread edit, honestly, because we figured out a cool way to do high-top sneakers.
Well, I can definitely hear both of us, so...
Okay.
Also, doesn't mean this Nyla look a lot smaller than she should be.
Maybe it's just you. It looks fine to us. Might be the angling of the two right now, too. Unless you're talking about, like, actual height.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Give us one quick second to check something.
Oh, okay, she's just 5'7".
So she's not actually quite as tall, she's just very wide.
She's got the Hokutonoken villain thing going on. Where she just seems really imposing and then, like... It's like, oh, they're just, like, average height.
Also, whoever made this edit got her, date of birth wrong. She's actually 37.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Woo!
Damn.
She's getting hyped.
Woo!
Favorite letter of the alphabet. Well, where do you at 2.9? Goodness gracious.
Wow. Yeah, it's like, she doesn't look 23, but also she does not look 37 either.
We're already at the 2.9s.
Oof.
Whoa! I love that animation. We don't see it enough.
Yeah. I like how it doesn't really make all that much sense, actually.
Jody Threat looking a little dizzy over there.
It reminds me a lot of the WrestleMania arcade game animations.
Oh, the Beast Bomb again. Melrose is looking to end this match really quickly.
She is a cement wrestler, as they say. What sound did she just make? I actually don't have, like, my stream headphones on right now.
She just went like, oh!
Oh, so she did a blazing move then.
Yeah, by the looks of it.
I was messing with the Def Jam edits yesterday again. I like how Sean Paul just goes, ah!
But Nyla's starting to get a bit tired, though.
Yeah, dishing out all that punishment.
Wonder if she's got, like, Start Dash.
God, with that color palette, she looks like a way cooler version of Jade from Mortal Kombat 2 or something.
And it's over. Also, we were thinking Orchid.
Oh, yeah, wow. Anyway, yeah, that ended.
Yeah, I did figure that would get a very high amount.
Jeez.
Don't know if she will be invited back anytime soon.
Oh, the gear is actually a Black Orchid reference. She said that herself.
That's
Man,
amazing.
This lady rules.
Anyways, on to the next match. Luke Harper and Chris Wolf.
Every time I look at Chris Wolf, I'll think of that poster I saw in your room.
Posted its autograph, no less.
Yeah. I just like the tagline, "Bring your moms."
In the fucking Yakuza font, no less.
I feel like I can identify with Chris Wolf a lot, is what I'm saying.
You like butts, you like meat. You're very tiny and very strong.
And go, woo, a lot, I guess.
Oh wait, forgot the lesbian part. Extremely important there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't blame you, that's such a given, you know? I can't look at the other guy anymore without just hearing his theme song.
Extremely loud volume.
It's just looping on itself. I can sort of understand the coding mishap to have it loop over and over again, but how did the volume get way louder?
It's a mystery. It's a mystery that about any of the bugs in that game.
It's so good. And the bugs would be amazing if, the game didn't crash half the time. That's why 2K19 does stuff like Kim Kaplan bouncing off the ropes like he got uppercutted by an MK character, but the game still runs, you know?
Chris Wolf targeting the nuts of Luke Harper quite a bit in this match.
Likes meat, butts, hates nuts.
Considering things.
It's a hell of a matchup, too.
Oh, we're already at 2.9. Another clothesline from Smell.
From who?
From Luke Harper. Oh, from the clothesline from Smell.
Oh, right.
Good, beautiful timing between music and the action there for a second there.
I love when things accidentally sync up. Whoa.
Also, making a little side note, Chris Wolf was another one of those weird, edits where, the person that made her gave her, a voice clip on every single move. But we kept it that way because it's Chris Wolf. And it seems very tonally appropriate.
I mean, yeah, sometimes it works. Then you get, a Ruby from Galaxy Fight that doesn't laugh every single time she breathes.
Yeah, the Dash Chisako had a few of those problems.
I remember Bodar messed up the mod pack to make Cursed Triple H, where his limbs were so huge it just covered the screen. And every single move had a lady saying, "Okay, baby."
What is it with Bodar and just these weird edits that just are nothing if not always hilarious?
He added one of the New Japan ladies to... I think he renamed her Shamo Ranks, and she just had a screaming voice clip on every move or something. I still have that.
Choke bomb.
Oh.
Walked into the clothesline.
I mean, we've all had those moments.
The Carver's getting tired, though.
Orchid doing it, not Orchid, Chris Wolf doing a very DDP with a flu move there.
We're gonna have
she's
to...
got the winner flu now.
We're gonna have to show him off later.
Oh yeah. Just have a rumble with all the people we made.
Oh, another Barbie and Stamp. Just a 1 count though.
One of the few times that a butt attack didn't, like, do major damage.
They must have, like, nerfed the Barmy Stamp at some point, because we have not seen it win quite as many matches.
That's the thing, like, usually I don't hear about moves being, like, super powerful unless they're, like, gimmicky entertainment moves, but the Barmy Stamp has been singled out as, like, probably the most infamous move in that regard, and it's kind of interesting.
Well, not again.
How, like, back in the Dreamcast days, that contest where people just made, like, these ultra, like, win as fast as you can exploit characters, all of them have the Barmy Stamp. And years later, it would still work. Until they apparently nerfed it.
Apparently, at least. We don't know for sure. He's gone top rope. Double stomp. Roll up. Too close, though.
Yeah, wow. Also, I just noticed she has a bunny tail.
That's we're pretty sure that's a substitute for the fact that she wears like a wolf tail to the ring, and she walked into the clothesline again!
That's her
and paid
weakness.
for it with a loss.
She's gonna go online tonight and be like, how to counter clothesline.
Alright, and the end result, 97. That's pretty dang good.
Turn out.
We're gonna end up putting that in there just for one episode, and it's gonna catch everybody off guard.
Don't say which one.
That being said, next match, it's Yoshitatsu taking on Paul London. Can Yoshitatsu keep his winning spree up and have some good matches, or is Paul London going to bring it all crashing down? Hopefully not with the game.
Paul London's going to knock him down and then just count to 3 and then...
and then it's over. Yoshitatsu missing what appears to be a flipping kick. Also, hang on, we will be right back really quickly.
Right on. Yoshitatsu has Spider-Man pants. I just kind of noticed that. Give up. So I realize how much Paul London didn't really look like himself in 2010, or the game, I should say. How they went like some kind of weird transformation in 2010, where like somebody swapped it out for fake Paul London. Alright, y'all gotta get back in the ring.
Okay, we're back.
Sasha, they won't get in the ring.
Honestly, seeing this game, at least they will get back in the ring eventually. And won't just sit on the outside, beating each other up for an hour and a half. I'm gonna be traumatized by that match.
Yeah. It's hard to tell between that and the fucking Switch Royal Rumble, which I still think that might be worse.
I don't know, I think the match that never ends is worse than the match that moves in really slow motion.
I'm still not convinced the Switch Royal Rumble's actually over.
It's moving in a slightly slower time scale to us, so it's still going.
Yeah. Also, man, like, when you mentioned that, I was testing out 2K19 earlier, and there was this weird thing where, Corey Graves, was that, I just said, like, who was the announcer that talked shit about my match, and then I just downloaded him.
No, that's fair. Corey Graves is a piece of shit. You can beat up on him all you want.
Oh, well, that's a shame because he beat me.
Oh.
Well, he didn't beat me, he beat Leo Messi, because I was like, oh yeah, you can't have women fight men in this game because WWE's garbage. But anyway, so...
It's not just WWE, it's also television standards and practices. They're also garbage.
Yeah.
Premiere special!
Yeah,
kind of.
There's this weird thing where he would pick me up and I'd be dizzy, and he just wouldn't do anything until I snapped out of it. Like, he'd just stare at me.
Yeah, that's been a known bug for a while. Missing kicks all over the place.
Also, Yoshitatsu totally has, like, Spider-Man's colors going on.
Yeah, kinda. That's just a general thing nowadays, really.
Spider Yoshi.
Tarantula. It is back and forth. Yoshitatsu trying to do stuff. Paul London just dodging all of it. But not that.
Spamming drop kicks. Lots of super kicks tonight.
It's a popular move.
Yeah. There's a lot of sweet chin music getting played tonight.
Oh. Stepping right over for the backward Shining Wizard. Over the pin, though.
This match is certainly something.
Superman Punch.
Yeah, that's the move on like 90% of my characters.
Oh, we go shots with a roll up. Still just a 2 count. And another pin. Playing to the crowd with those constant pins.
We're gonna get him this time, I swear. Up.
There's Tots with the suicide dive. Fallen's trying for the pin on the outside. That's not going to work, though. Whoa.
They slip, they just fall into the void.
That's why I got to be careful. Enzigiri. Heel kick. These men love their kicks.
I don't know any bad pronunciations of Enzigiri.
Another Superman punch.
Boink.
Oh, London calling. Yoshitatsu does not answer.
The London Bridge is falling down. Break!
And Yoshitatsu back on the out. Going back to the outside. Please be careful, man. You might be in a title match next week.
All London is pumped.
What?
Animation.
2.9, still not quite over. I think the AI heard about us liking that animation and is now just trying to do it as much as possible. Roll up. Still 2 count.
These two are resilient, jeez. But one of them's gotta go down.
London calling.
Because this is not WWE 2K20, one of them has to lose.
And it's Yoshitatsu that loses.
The world's best referee is tonight's best wrestler, I suppose.
89%. He... Oh, good lord, he not only knocked down his win percentage, he knocked down his match percentage. Paul London is a devious man.
London!
Well, hopefully Maki Ito was royally pissed after her, like, massive losing streak and hope to do the same to Dash Chisako.
I just imagine she's eternally mad at the whole idol thing. Mostly just because the way she worded it.
Probably.
I used to be an idol, then I got fired. Fuck.
Got our good old-fashioned main event music going.
Hey, Maki Ito, we'll be seeing quite a bit of her this week, actually.
Oh yeah, because she's part of Melbash. She's part of our team specifically.
Yeah. It's funny because due to the Melbash balance attempt, she's actually significantly buffed more than she would normally be, so...
If it's anything like the edit we have on here, like, her stats were really low, which is completely unfair to the Princess of Princess champion.
Yeah, the edit on PC, I remember being like that too.
Headbutts in the post-post Shibata world.
She's doing her favorite move that Kairi does in Street Fighter EX.
Makito dodging all of Dash Chisako's kick attempts, including that one, and that one.
She just did a DDP with a floor maneuver, like specifically him, complete with that. It's spreading.
Maki Ito might not be able to outpower Dash Chisako, but she can certainly outmaneuver her.
Yeah, really. Dodging more than a King of Fighters character.
She's got that roll button mapped.
Throwing hands back and forth. So that was like... Yeah, I've heard of giving people like the double middle finger, but I've never heard of anybody giving somebody 6 middle fingers.
Expect to see a lot of middle fingers in this match, considering.
Yeah, sir. Yeah. Kind of took that one.
Makito, please watch your head.
Today I learned I forgot my head hurts.
Today I forgot a word. My head hurts. Calling for the hormone splash, but missing it. I think she's gonna try for it again. Nope, just a foot stomp this time.
This is actually called the hormone splash.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Lots of drop
Backstabber. Body splash.
Oh!
2.9.
A turnbuckle taunt. We like almost never see those.
Because nobody ever assigns them.
I think I actually have, but the problem was the taunts like aren't able to be done on the turnbuckle.
Maybe it's like a case of certain ones can be done.
Yeah. Actually, when I was actually playing Fire Pro a couple of times, I tried doing some taunts in the turnbuckle, and only a couple of them worked, so I guess that's one of them. It's a shame because I wanted to have somebody doing like the turning face dance on the turmoil.
She is just mocking Maki Ito.
Maki.
Maki is apparently losing a lot of her dodging skills now. Oh, roll up.
That could work.
Hormone splash. Not going for the pin though.
Remember here, she sounded like a cat. Oh wow.
These two mean business.
Seriously.
DDT, paying homage to her original home company.
I love the fact that Maki's outfit is like that, but yet she's just like not fucking around.
I wonder if Maki Ito would ever do a death match.
Honestly, probably.
She'd make it the world's cutest death match.
Yeah, she'd be like a maid outfit, like breaking floors and tubes over people's heads and shit.
That's a good gimmick.
Yeah.
Flip her off the top rope.
She wasn't even flipping her off, she was just flipping off an audience member she didn't like.
Just relentless with the fucking kicks. Roll up.
There's a roll-up pin!
Headbutts.
Sorry, I have no idea why Joey Styles is bleeding into my commentary all of a sudden.
And she's calling for it again. Hormone splash. Going for the pin. It's over.
Damn, good show though. I was like, oh, why is she still moving around?
But only an 86%.
Jeez.
We'll have to do some math later and figure out like what this means for the grand scheme of things, because there's been a lot of match percentile shakeups. Although then again, Dash Chisaga's got a 3-0 win streak, so... Beth Phoenix is a WWE Junior Heavyweight Champion.
As she should be. She's actually one
Taka
of the
Michinoku is the New Japan Junior Heavyweight Champion. Joey Ryan is the AEW Heavyweight Champion. Rodman, Hall, and Nash, the actual NWO team.
Wow.
Spike Dudley is ECW Heavyweight Champion. Akira Hokuto.
He's the original giant killer.
Is another SNK champion.
Oh my god.
Goro Fajima and Wolf Hawkfield, tag champions.
Huh.
I think that's Koto. Jay White, That Won't Shut Up, and Ribbit are the etc. tag team champions.
It's his time.
Oh god, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to make just one of the matches later tonight. Just. Oh, Capcom scouted Axel.
Well, he was in that one game that they made.
Wrestles in a charity event. Oh boy, Marika Yoshida and Jayla Dark. I can kind of. Adam, have they actually wrestled at any point? They have to have wrestled at some point, like before Mariko's retirement. And if not, like, that's gonna be a hell of a main event match next week. This game is feeding us main event matches. Well, not the main event match, because the problem is we have to do the title match too. But who knows? We'll figure something out.
Jeez.
Just gonna write that down now. Yeah, we know about this. We have a bunch of wrestlers already, although we are gonna see about... We're gonna... You guys are busy scouting. We're gonna see if we can offer Death Yamasan a contract. Well, they don't hate us. Damn it!
I can say, sure.
She just looked at us and said, "Death!" and left. We took that as a no. How's everybody's stats doing? Because that'll help us determine who we gotta, like, get rid of next week. Sideline next week.
When he said that, I just saw that one video that pointed out how many times that Metallica over the course of their year said the word death in their songs, and like I think the video was like 2 minutes long.
Maki Ito might need to be sidelined because she's got normal condition. Chris Brooks' neck is a little fucked. Luke's doing good. Crowbar is doing good. Oh, Shark Boy's neck is healing up pretty well.
You know...
Debating if we should bring him back next week or give him another week off. Paul London's still good. He's still good. Whoa. That's not good. She's got to be in our feud match next week, but she's got, like, yellow-green across the board.
They'll just, like, yell at each other over the phone or something.
Tash Chisako's fine.
Also, our signature move.
Don't know what the deal is with that move. Bloody's doing fine again. Jody Threat's normal and her neck's a little screwy. Yoshitatsu's fine. Or he's normal. Chris Wolf's neck's fucked up. So she's definitely going to need a week off.
Oof.
And Jayla's fine. Well, of course she is. She didn't have a match. So I think we'll leave Chris Wolf and Chris Brooks in the sideline next week.
If this followed like Death Road to Canada logic, Dale would have had an injury on our week off because she like walked into a wall by accident or something.
And we'll settle everything next week. Because now we're going to move on to the second half of our show. The exhibition matches. The most fun part.
As the WF No Mercy announcer would say it, exhibition.
Exhibition.
Guest referee.
SmackDown Mall.
Options. Sorry, I don't mean to recite the entire menu, but I love that guy's voice.
It's got about the same amount of cadence as Duke Nukem reciting Mac text stuff.
Oh man, yeah.
And so, okay, yeah, we can fit all the planned matches in here. So first up, it's time for the Never Six-Man Scramble.
Now, what is the Never Six-Man Scramble again?
So we are doing a match for the Never Openweight Six-Man Tag Team Championships. And the opposing team will be 3 just completely randomly chosen real people. No fictional characters allowed. Our current champions off-stream are the Cat, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Jimmy Jam Garvin.
Speaking of No Mercy.
I gotta make our referee a very special referee for tonight. We'll do it in the SCS Stadium. I guess our ring could just be a sumo ring. Actually, wait, no, the Stardust Suplex ring.
Oh, I see who that ref is now.
So we have X-Pac, Tommy Wiseau.
One of them is a real person, but I don't think he's ever wrestled.
X-Pac, Tommy Wiseau, and the former Caitlyn. This is a team, alright? She's not loading, right?
So are real people in general allowed, or is it just
yeah,
like
we shifted that later down the line.
Okay.
Actually, wait.
Tommy Wiseau, whose hairline is suddenly not looking very good.
Yeah, what's up with that, actually? It's really
like
weird.
He has, like, no front hair at all, so he just kind of looks like that.
6... Tornado tag on. DQ off. Critical chance high. And we'll do like BGM 2. And they'll come in together. Oh yeah, and run ins high too. Because that's always fun.
Run-ins are great.
Alright, so, yeah, we're all set. Actually, wait, what do we got for Tommy Wiseau outfits? We got the... There we go, that looks more like the Tommy we know.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, they even got the 2 belts, jeez.
Oh yeah, they managed that, huh?
That's really good.
Anyways, let's get the 6-man scramble going. This is one of our 4 exhibition matches for tonight.
Tommy is just there. Like he often is.
And of course, they're all collectively smelling the coffee. Only one of the people in this match looks appropriately dressed to wrestle. They're WWE legends, apparently.
I mean, one of them is a legend. I don't know if it's WWE, but there's Santa Claus himself.
We were gonna try and make like a Santa Mick Foley for this match, but sadly didn't work out.
You could just say that's Mick Foley, really. I mean, Santa could be anybody.
WWE legend Hiroshi Tanahashi.
They were just like, you know that guy, he's really cool. And they just inducted him in the Hall of Fame.
Tommy taking a bit to get going.
He didn't drink his, like, 4 packs of Red Bull yet.
They're just sitting at ringside. Just in case.
Or maybe he, like, also has a cold and he's doing his usual thing of chugging Red Bull, but, like, also chugging NyQuil, which is, like, every time I remember he did that, I'm, like, wondering how that man is still alive.
That's gonna put someone into, like, a state of transcendence.
For the sound of it, it did. That other lady kind of looks like a wrestler version of, I'm a little embarrassed because I can never remember which one it is. Rogue from X-Men?
Yeah, we can kind of see it, at least in this outfit.
Yeah. I just have to remember one is Rogue and the other is Rouge. Or actually, there's 2 characters I know that are Rouge. Tommy's, yeah, he's not really doing much. He's just kind of standing there.
Cat kinda sorta does that too. Yeah. So they're in good company. Just goes over and headbutts Cat. Sadly, I don't think this Cat's based on the No Mercy version, so she's not doing, like, Inoki Genome Federation moves.
It's weird because I think I have a version of her that says that's the No Mercy version, but I look at the moveset, it's like nothing like her. I know they're just like, it looks like that version, but doesn't play anything like her. Because I still cannot find any pictures aside from like a couple where she had the blue getup. I think
yeah,
like
it's a weird thing. It's like it's only in the game in like maybe 1 match.
It's like she wore that for like 5 minutes and then... It's a shame because it's actually a really great look, so...
It's like in WWE 2K19 where Lana has an outfit that she never wore in the ring that was strictly just for a photo shoot.
1, 2... Sorry, I just kind of imagine them talking like Santa now.
Oh, somebody's coming. It's the ghost of Ashley Massaro.
who's she gonna fight?
She seems to be fighting the champions and going for the pin for some reason.
Oof, 2019, jeez. Actually, I had no idea who this lady was.
Yeah. She was kind of one of our unspoken favorites in WWE, like one of those ones that, like, you really like them as a wrestler, but you're a little bit ashamed to say that, like, when they're one of your favorites of all time. Well, yep, there goes X-Pac.
So, fun fact about Will Smith and Meltbash, who have shown up twice in that series so far. Will Smith was made during a time where I just kind of slapped moves together based on, like, how the stats work rather than, like, a consistent style. So I was just like, oh, is it compatible? Good, he's getting it. I gave him the Bronco Buster, and it turns out I didn't see the full animation when I was making him. So
you didn't realize that it did that?
Yeah, so he just did that live on stream, and I think, like, all of us were horrified.
Will, no!
Nobody's made a Carlton yet. Just throwing that out there.
Yet.
One, two.
Just pointing right at Jimmy Jam Garvin, come off the top rope.
Check that guy out, right?
I don't know how she screams at "Oh nothing."
The cat looks very confused. So those are stomps, jeez. That seems accurate to No Mercy.
With their stomps and constant sandwich lariats.
Maybe not the sandwich lariats, but definitely the stomps. One move I can't wait to bring back from the Aki games is the one where they just grab their head and just start slamming it to the floor over and over as like a submission move.
Ooh, that'd be actually nice to see if it's possible.
Yeah. Just posing there. It's funny, none of her taunts that she's doing are the ones she did in No Mercy either. From what I remember, I think she did like the Masala, like kind of like nose scratch, and also a Vader taunt.
Also, Cat just pinned Tommy Wiseau. So the champions retain.
I mean, it only makes sense that a woman beats the hell out of Tommy.
This bizarrely incredibly strong team of the Cat, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Jimmy Garvin.
I'm just surprised if all of Tommy's stats were just like crap.
Alright, so next up, we have the Bakshi Championship Gauntlet. So basically, this is just a series of 3 barbed wire death matches with a 15-minute timer.
Is there any restriction as to who he's going to be in there? Or?
Strictly fictional characters.
Okay. So we can get Riggs in there then.
Oh yeah, we could.
Yeah.
We'll do the vacant one just because. Just because.
Yeah. So
50 explosion countdown.
Riggs, a while back when Sasha was browsing the PS4 equivalent of the workshop, she was like, "You're not gonna believe this, but there's actually like rigs from Shadowworks the Session made for this game." And I was like, I had to see this. So when I got back in Maine, I was like, I had to check out this rigs. And it turns out the guy made like a whole bunch of Shadowworks Succession characters, but the catch was he didn't make any moves for them. So I just slapped together a moveset for him, and also gave him appropriate voice clips.
Alright. So who is his opponent going to be for this title? Inaugural title. It's not Bad Luck Ballet. Yeah, it's not going to be Ford Oval. Fondes Ford's a real person. Vachon's a real person. Boone from Fallout New Vegas. This is like an unintentional Fallout fight.
Man, if they had like a Ghost Rider style drug smuggler in Fallout, that'd be a hell of a thing.
I think they do.
Also, quick aside, some Fire Pro characters will have to make or at least rename that this Paperback Paradise renamed to some of the WCW guys. Like
All right,
the
can't
Scare
we...
Man.
Gotta make the Scare Man.
The Fuck Uncles, which is funny because their favorite moves, kiss and slap, are moves in this game. So, as for David Feelings, I don't know about that, but
I believe David Feelings is supposed to be Terry Taylor.
no. Does he just do surrender all the time? I guess.
We could just give him the Mike Dawson moveset.
Scare Man would just be like normal Sting, except they just have like a screaming effect on that.
Like that one headless Serious Sam guy, just all the time.
Maybe I'll go full effort with it and port his like WCW and WWE Revenge moveset, but then ruin it by just adding a bunch of screaming. They did have Surfer Sting as an alt there, which was one of the weirder looking facial expressions in that game.
Surfer Sting's in 2K19 too, which is even weirder.
Also, if anybody there's wondering why Riggs is making so much noise, well, he's a Shadow War Succession character.
Yeah. Oh, we got our first explosion. First of many tonight.
Also, the funny thing about Shadow War Succession, it's one of the two, possibly, fighting games I know of that has a character named Sasha in it.
Well, 3 maybe. Depending upon if you count Yusha Heaven's Gate.
Oh yeah. I'll count that just because I like Sasha a lot. But yeah, Samurai Showdown actually has a character that's secretly named Sasha. She goes by the name Saya, which I don't really know why, but...
Love that move. That stiff fist drop.
I figured a stiff punch is appropriate for Shadow War Succession, which barely animates. So yeah, the appearance was made by a fella, well, possibly fella, made by Eternal Classics, who amazingly made some Ring Rage characters that actually had moves.
He also made a bunch of Wu-Tang Shaolin style characters, which is just phenomenal.
Oh, was that them?
I think so.
And also, amazingly, the characters that he gave moves to were some characters from Catfight.
Because why not?
It turns out one of them is extremely strong.
I think Riggs is bleeding.
Yeah, jeez. I don't know why I downloaded that lady and not the actual bodybuilder lady from that game, but...
That's a game we're gonna have to check out on stream if it's feasible.
Catfight?
Yeah.
I think it's hell to get it running is the problem.
Oh.
But I feel like that is a game to look at just to say that we did it. Also, that lady I'm talking about is really cool, so...
We'd say the same about Shadow War Succession, but like 3DO emulation is like... fuck.
Yeah. I actually tried configuring it to run at the correct speed and the game just kept crashing, so... So far, this is a pretty back and forth match, except Riggs is bleeding all over the place.
Yeah, but there's only 4 minutes left. So somebody's got to win soon.
I have a feeling it might be the guy that hasn't been thrown into the wires like 5 times now.
6.
Oh, really? 7. Oh, wait, no, I'm off sync.
8. We've lost count.
Oh, that's the sound he's making every single time. Oh, right, yeah, that's the stand-in I chose for go to hell. Oh, right, yeah, I gave him that, because that looked like a match of Shadow or Succession.
Just get all up in their face and punch them.
Yeah, over and over and over again until you win. Or if you're Riggs, just keep shooting the fireball from all the way across the screen and nobody can do anything to you.
Nope, going for the pin. Oh no!
I did slightly rush this character, meaning I think his computer logic is mostly default. Why does he keep doing that?
What, going to the corner and doing this slap?
Yeah.
Wondering if that's because of, like, the corner to center stuff not working in death matches?
Yeah, like he's hitting the button, but it's not doing anything.
We got 20 seconds to do something.
Come on, guys. Oh, what?
And they're both dead. We go to sudden death.
Riggs, like, pulled out his finisher, like, 8 seconds before that happened.
And very, very nearly won.
94%, though.
So sudden death rules. Same scenario, except now we move it down to 5 minutes into the match.
Is that, like, just,
Now it just basically deals a metric fuck ton of damage to them 5 minutes in.
Huh. Does that usually result in just a bunch of ties?
Not as often as the regular match.
Let's hope so. Oh.
Trying for the early pin, it's not working out.
Rolling around like a chinchilla. Now we got our first explosion.
Much quicker into the match this time. Nobody's using any of the weapons in this ground provided by salty Grand Blue Fantasy players.
Yeah, I don't think Riggs picks any of them up because, well, Riggs doesn't have weapons. I keep forgetting that there's just a lady with a sword in that game, but. Yeah. Oh.
Whoa.
Drop kick to the face. I like how he's able to pull off by throwing him into the ropes at first, and then now it's like he's having trouble with it.
Now it's countering it for some reason.
Craig has learned that getting hit by those are bad. That one weapon is getting circled.
Because it's the one SSR weapon on this entire thing.
I'm suddenly very curious if somebody's made or however you pronounce that list.
Dunno yet.
So that's a no on the PC front. Which as soon as I saw her do like the Wolfgang Krauser tomahawk move, I was like, alright, this lady needs to be in things.
Alright, 5 minutes, here we go.
Oh, okay, so there's something. Okay, I see what's going on there then.
Yeah, it doesn't kill them, but it deals a shit ton of damage.
A scumbag! He says that in a very, like, Scorsese character type of way.
Hey, dumbass! You just pat him on the head. He touched his hat. You don't touch Boone's hat.
I want that hat. I think it would look really cool on me. Also, it made me look less like a demonic version of Fonzie. Very back and forth, these two.
Yeah, even after the early explosion.
Yeah, seriously. Come on, Riggsy.
Well, he's going for the finish. Still just a 2 count.
Damn. After they both blew up, he's still having trouble getting a 2.9.
Also, just remember, this is Emmy's creation, Craig Boone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, we have a Melly versus Emmy match, more or less here.
And Riggs takes it.
Yeah, there we go. Eat shit! It is,
yeah. 10 minutes on the nose, too.
Yeah, they do not have anybody saying, go to hell in this game, so he went with something way more profane.
It fits.
Yeah.
Alright. So our second Bakshi Championship match. Wait, what? Oh, shh. We forgot to actually make that last one for the title. Oh well.
Oh.
He'd still be here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the explosion countdown back to 15 minutes. It's unknown. Not our unknown, sadly. It's a different unknown.
Huh. That's a matchup. And Shadow already had a very weird final boss, so...
Don't know if we've ever seen it. We'll have to look at a long play later.
So it's the resurrected cyborg version of Erica's dad, who's like the main like honcho of like the organization or whatever. Except he just kind of looks like Seth from Street Fighter 4, but the thing is he's hand-drawn rather than digitized.
Huh.
So yeah, there's a bit of a twin goddesses thing going on there. And now Street Fighter 5, it's like I want to make a sequel where there's the Shadow Queen instead of the Shadow King.
But it's still the same person.
Oh yeah. Nobody's made Street Fighter 5 sets for this yet.
That we've seen.
Yeah. Not to beat them to the punch by just like looking at everybody's moves from Street Fighter 5 and just combining them.
Should throw a couple like Makoto and Dimitri things in there too. Because apparently like Street Fighter 5 Seth has like a bunch of Makoto and Dimitri moves.
Dimitri, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. I can't say I'm complaining about that. What if like Seth now is just like an amalgamation of a bunch of forgotten Capcom characters?
Or just a bunch of characters that like they wanted to put in but like couldn't.
Yeah. I was just imagining like if they put in all the fighting game characters they forgot about, Seth would have the biggest moveset in fighting game history.
Yeah, probably.
I just want to see her like turn into Shova from rival schools and I mean not them, sorry. Just like throw a bunch of baseballs at them.
Just goes for volleyball serves.
Just the entirety of rival schools minus like Batsu.
Known with a baseball bat.
Speaking of baseball. Okay, we're clipping that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Clipping.
I don't think we've ever seen that move critical.
I've never seen a stolen move critical before.
Well, of course, you know, once you kill Riggs Riddick, he'll come back more powerful than you could ever imagine.
Yeah, all of his parameters go to 10 now. New champion crown, yeah.
We don't know who the champion is. No, it's unknown. Yeah, that's exactly it. We don't know.
It's Shukazama.
Alright. Moving right along, let us move on to the never open weight fuckfest.
It's not as 18 plus as it sounds.
That we know of.
Yeah, I mean, they're... As soon as somebody does a Barmian stamp, I might have to change my mind, but... So is this just like the whatever goes, one?
This one is also just all real people and stuff.
Oh.
But it's just whoever wins first.
Okay.
Level 6. Speed 125. No rope breaks. Critical chance high. So we're going to put a couple special cases in for this one.
Oh, yeah?
Because we requested it. DDP with the flu.
I mean, that is a real person, and DDP has undoubtedly had the flu at least once.
Jay White, but he won't shut up.
Gonna go with,
And, so we can find them. Okay, he's not in there. Maybe he is in, etc. Maybe he's in real people? Or rather, independent.
They said this is real wrestlers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just trying to find a specific variant of a real wrestler, is the thing. Oh, we didn't get rid of him, did we?
Hmm.
It's not that one.
Bray Wyatt, a character, I mean, well, a guy that will also
He's a
be
guy.
showing up this weekend. Yeah.
He's a guy.
A guy with the longest entrance in WWE 2K20, from what I remember. I think that was the one where, like, we didn't even see the entirety of it, and we were just like, alright, let's skip this.
Okay, I can't find him. Or wait, is he in here maybe? Oh, there he is. It's Bill Goldberg as Santa Claus in Santa's sleigh. Because it's Bill Goldberg, it technically counts.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And for the rest, we'll just hit random. Honda's not a real wrestler. Ghost Referee sadly doesn't count. Nobu Watanabe. MMA CM Punk.
Phil Brooks.
Akti Asakawa. That's Wesley Willis, I believe.
Willie Williams.
Or Willie Williams. Why'd I say Wesley Willis?
They're
We'll
very
count it.
similar names, to be fair, yeah.
And Heath Slater. Yeah, no. Oh, wait, we gotta get rid of somebody because we gotta make room for the current never openweight champion, Damian Sandow. Hey, wait, what? Okay, I got rid of someone else. I got rid of Willie Williams for some reason.
Damn.
But now he's replaced by Keith Apicary, so...
Is he a real wrestler?
Yes, actually. He has done wrestling.
Alright, I'm down. I'm down with that.
That being said, let's get on with this incredibly bizarre battle royal.
He can't be the only Neo Geo enthusiast wrestler out there.
Asuka, maybe.
Oh, yeah. I have a feeling I'm gonna wake up and she's gonna post a captionless video clip of her booting up Sega Saturn, then just the Battle Monsters theme starts playing.
There goes DDP with the flu already.
He got one in.
Jay White's surprisingly quiet. Oh, there he goes. Also, this is specifically a first win battle royal because there's... I don't know if they ever fixed it, but there's a weird bug where, like, in a battle royal, titles just won't change hands unless it's a first win.
I think it might be specifically a PS4 thing. I don't know if I ever had that problem myself. Then again, I like almost never do title matches, so...
That's fair.
I really should, though. Why is Keith's head so small?
I don't know. Some weird stylistic choice. Also, it's because I think we left this match on like 100% speed.
Well, there are a lot of people in the ring, so this wouldn't be like the worst match to be a bit slowed down. But I'm gonna be betting on. Well, logic leads me to believe that. Wait, what just happened?
DDP just sneezing on CM Punk and Jay White.
Oh, he's so tired. For some reason I'm thinking MMA Punk, because he's like an MMA guy in Fire Pro, and I just always am under the impression that those guys are like super powerful.
I don't know, we're putting bets on Heath Slater. He's the underdog in this match.
Oh, you know what? I'm slamming 50 incredibly imaginary bucks on Willie Williams.
This is my company. This is my kingdom. You are mine.
I mean, he fought a bear.
He killed a bear.
Hopefully he didn't actually kill the bear. I remember they actually referenced that in Metal K Road. Actually, Paul's rivalry with Kuma is entirely a reference to Willie Williams.
Huh.
Like, the Tekken 2 manual was like he grew up watching his hero Willie Williams. But he just straight up says it.
And so now he just hates bears?
I think that might have just been a coincidence, I don't know. Maybe he like tried punching Kuma out of nowhere, but yeah, Mr. Bear in Battle K Road wants Anthony, I think it's supposed to be based off of like Andy Hug.
Huh.
He straight up says the win quote, Bear Killer Anthony. That's a great name.
Oh hey, we've seen that one show up in the fighting game quote bot.
Oh yeah, I need to update that. I haven't touched it in like probably like 6 months.
My ring. This is my company. You all. This is my kingdom.
Just like, just go like, no.
Switchblade! You are.
I'm not even wearing the headphones that like are playing the stream audio. I can still hear Jay White screaming.
He has that effect.
Cutthroat. Error!
Error! Error! Error!
I want to program the computer so that whenever there's an error, it's just him screaming, error!
PvP just died.
Oh god, my head. The Nightcall's kicking in. He also did the Tommy Wiseau method of downing a bunch of Red Bull alongside his Nightfall, and that's what we're seeing right now.
I think Keith Apicary almost won there. Heath Slater seems to be covered in germs at the moment.
He's nauseous, he's nauseous.
The DDP with the flu is still holding on, it's amazing.
He's nothing but resilient. Hey, monkey boy, get me some Nightclaw.
There he goes. Well, that's the perfect one for missing that. Shit.
I can't even imagine, like, having, like, a head full of congestion and then doing an elbow drop, like, from the turnbuckle.
We're just even going up on the turnbuckle.
Yeah, really. He's doing really good considering he's like a joke character.
That's just kind of what happens when we make characters at this rate. We make them too good despite being jokes.
Yeah. Almost pinned Santa, which would have pissed Santa off, I bet. Or maybe not. I mean, maybe he's seen Santa slay and he's like, oh, yeah, I don't know about that one.
Jay White needs to take a couple breaths.
Yeah, I mean, all that talking he does.
We should adjust his stats so he gets tired really easily from talking too much. Heath?
He was just kind of like staring at them. That was kind of odd. That's Tai Chi's voice, right?
Yeah.
So I guess the lore dictates that Tai Chi was the originator of this flu strain.
And yet he's immune to it.
That's the fucked up part. He's not even aware of what he's unleashed. And if he was, I doubt he'd give a crap. Who won?
This is the cut.
Wait.
Well, yeah, who won?
Keith Apicary won.
I didn't even see, like, a ref moment.
That was Keith. He took it.
And he beat Willie Williams.
Well, so I bet in the completely wrong way there.
I think all of us did.
Holy moly.
Oh, good lord.
What a night.
We still have one more match.
Oh yeah. Which one's that?
The introduction of the Beat the Broom Challenge.
Oh, right.
So, there's an old saying that goes that a really, really good wrestler can have a phenomenal, like, 5-star match with a broom. So that's the challenges as such. They have to get at least a 15-minute match and 100%, at least a 90% quality against a broom, and they also have to win. And then they will be a certified good wrestler.
We can only imagine what the results can be.
We tested it. We did run like a test match earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that'd be an interesting moveset to give to Great Khali, but sadly, or to give him, but sadly the broom just kind of uses like a default heel moveset.
It's got Billy Idol hair.
Look, it's the best we could do.
I mean, I'm not knocking you or anything. It's probably the best way to make the broom.
But, wait. The person chosen tonight to take on the broom is another tool. Crowbar.
Oh.
Another...
Dude, sorry. Due to the schedule mix-up, the doom metal band Crowbar came in instead.
DQ off. Critical chance low. We'll do like, I don't know, BGM 2, SmackDown 1. No run-ins.
Does the broom have a... I wonder what the broom's entrance is.
Didn't give him a custom entrance, but...
I figured, because honestly when I found out that you have to set it for unique venues, I'm like, I can't see myself using this feature very much.
It's much better for, like, custom wrestlers if you plan on using, like, a specific arena.
Yeah. I mean, they're not that hard to make, really, but... He's just kind of bobbing. Go to sleep. It works, but also it just sounds like something that Spider-Man would say.
Also, I realized we gotta change their entrance taunt, because we realized something that would probably work way better for that.
What was that?
Give them the headbang taunt.
Who's ready to fucking sweep?
So can Crowbar beat up a broom? We'll find out.
He's circling him.
We will mess with the broom's moveset in a little while. Give him moves that don't look quite as silly.
With the finisher being low blow, I for a second thought this was using like Fire Pro China's moveset.
This one's just actually using Security Guard B's moveset.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Somehow it felt appropriate.
Yeah. I can't imagine a broom being a very fair fight if it started wrestling, so... it swept Crowbar. Swept him again.
Just give him a bunch of leg sweeps.
His theme song should be, oh wait, no. Damn it, that wouldn't make any sense. For a second I thought that Stevie Wonder's song was called Sweep Me Off My Feet, but it's Knock Me Off My Feet, so it doesn't make any sense anymore.
Sweep the leg and the floor.
Save him getting drugged by the broom.
This waiting for the low blow against a broom. He's gonna break the broom.
Well, that would be a great ending, but that's still a little too early for that.
I mean, it'd be good if you got a critical, but
I mean, I don't think anything's gonna top how Riggs went out, so... Use green onions because that Twin Peaks scene, it's literally dude sweeping a floor for 3 minutes while that plays in the background. It's a good fit, yeah.
also eventually the broom is gonna the broom's got a chair!
There's a broom running at you and a chair going like, that's it, motherfucker.
Crowbar's trying to shake off the realization of, like, he just got atomic dropped twice by a broom.
I think Crowbar just might be having a really bad dream right now.
It's probable.
The way it bends during, like, those kind of moves.
It's almost unnatural.
Yeah.
Broom's going for the pin, but too close to the ropes.
Oh, revenge. Was Crowbar in WCW Backstage Assault, or am I thinking somebody else? Okay.
Yes,
like
that whole stable
time.
of, like, Crowbar, Daphne, and David Flair was in there.
That's like the only time I've heard of that guy.
Well, he was, like, only in, like, 2000s WCW, so...
Well past the era of the Zodiac.
Also, I don't remember if it was in canon or real life, but apparently he was a... or in kayfabe in real life, but apparently he was a gas station attendant.
Huh.
And given how that guy looks, it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
You could probably buy a crowbar at a gas station, too.
The funny thing about Crowbar is his signature weapon was a lead pipe.
So he's just a beat-em-up character?
Yeah.
I can dig it.
Yeah, Crowbar was always, like, kind of a jobber to the stars. Like, he wasn't gonna go anywhere, but he could make anyone look good. Oh. Melly seems to have left. That's not good. Shit. Just one quick second, we gotta get her back in. Oh. Do you want us to invite you back on, or...? We'll send an invite to you. We'll just cut this out in post. Oh, hey, you're actually just back in there, okay.
Yeah.
I was kind of wondering why, you weren't showing up in the search list. Okay,
That's
sorry
weird.
about that.
That's fine, I forgot that the PS4 can do that.
So anyways, back to the action. We'll just edit that section out there in post.
I have a lot of editing to do with these streams lately, so...
God, what are we gonna do for the 2K19 one? Because that's...
I'm debating even uploading that one, to be honest.
understandable.
Because, like, when you finally go, like, get in there, that's when the video quality craps out, so...
Oh.
I might just upload the whole thing and be like, this is what happened.
The crowbar's still going at it.
Yeah.
Oh, the Akakiri. Well, crowbar successfully passed the 15-minute mark.
The broom's broken in half, and then got back together again.
It's a magical broom.
It certainly is.
Oh no, the Akakiri. It's too close to the ropes. He's calling for it. Calling for something that didn't work.
Roll it again.
And rolling him up again. Still too close to the ropes, though.
Yeah, broom, that wasn't what he meant.
Off the top rope, Hurricane Rana to the broom.
Crowbar's really,
Crowbar tempted by the chair, but deciding against it.
having second thoughts. So I'm Crowbar, I'm not named Chair.
Going for the pin. Still just a 2 count.
Still just a 2 count, jeez.
What's weird is this broom doesn't have, like, particularly high stats.
Maybe Crowbar has really low ones?
Oh, maybe. Akakiri. Still too close, though.
He likes doing that.
Kick the broom in the handle.
Ouch. That's what the broom sounds like now, I guess. I don't know what
We just realized this broom kind of looks like Beavis.
Kinda. Hey, buddy, check it out. I'm like, I don't know what the hell is wrong with me now, actually.
He's not going for his finisher, bizarrely.
It's like Crowbar's like almost taking it easy on him or something. Yeah, I did it.
Still just a 2 count.
God. I imagine this match rating will be pretty high.
We can hope.
Yeah.
Low drop kick with Broom's invisible legs.
The broom is screaming.
How do we know?
I don't know. I just saw on my timeline a comic strip of that Hungarian comic strip lady, Yuska, I think, hitting the ceiling with a broom. So I think we know our next match.
Put a pin. And sadly, Crowbar could not beat the broom.
The broom is breathing really hard. It is creeping me out.
And yet it was a 100% match.
Damn, it's like if he won, he would have passed that with flying colors, but,
He is not a certified good wrestler.
well, it's not a hell of a show, but,
Well, that being said, that brings episode 2 of SashDown Live to a close.
Yep.
We'll start editing spreadsheets and stuff in a little bit, and we might be back Thursday for a stream. We'll have to find out what happens. Don't know if we're doing tabletop that night or not. If we do come back on Thursday, though, we'll be bringing a different guest. Our roommate Emmy will be hopefully joining along for some more Fire Promoter action.
ooh.
Until then, everybody, have a good night, and thanks for stopping by, Melly, too. This has worked out way better than expected.
Yeah, no problem.
And we'll see y'all on Thursday, hopefully, and if not, we'll see you on Friday for the premiere of Mel Bash on Melly's channel.
Hell yeah.
Until then, everybody, take care.
See you later.